Hello, everyone. It's therapist and relationship coach Micah Ross with my son, Kyan. Say hello, Kyan.
Hello.
And I'm here to talk to you today about something that I created a couple of months ago called the family economy. You can see in the title that there was a day that I lost my mind. My husband was out of town, and I had 3 kids, and I had asked my 10-year-old to pick her coat up 472 times. And on the 472nd time, I yelled, like, pick your coat up on the floor! And then she texted her father that Mama's losing her mind. And then I looked at her and I said, Blakely, do you leave your coat on the floor at school? And she said, no. I said, why not? And she said, because I would have to pay $5 out of my account to get it out of coat jail. And I said, okay. Her grade level has an economy. So they get paid for doing jobs, they have to pay rent, and they get deductions for not bringing in their homework and things like that. They have parties that they can attend, and they have to have so many points to attend this party. If they don't have that many points, they might have to come to the party 30 minutes late. There's this whole system of rewards and consequences that her whole grade functions on. And they're getting to learn like about checkbooks and things like that. It's brilliant. So when she said that to me, I was like, okay. You can't remember to pick up your coat. Or I get things like this. Hey, can you do this? Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that in 1 minute. And then they don't. Nobody remembers. You remember. You're pretty good at remembering things like that. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so I have created a family economy. And what does that look like and what the heck does that mean? So at first it starts out with chores. And I have posted all of this stuff on my blog, so you can just go to micahross.com and click on the blog, and I've put JPEGs of this and also a link to where you can download your own and edit it so that it works better for your age of kids or your household. And so it starts with chores. You can see chores. Everybody has chores that they have to do every day, and they have an opportunity to earn their age and allowance every week. And from this point forward, a couple of months ago, we stopped paying for wants. So anything that the kids want, gum in the candy line at the store, what have you paid for?
Gum and a hot dog.
Hot dog at the skating party. Anything that's a want, if they're going out with friends, if it's not a family event, they pay. And so I started them all off with $100 in their savings account because they have to save 40% of what they earn. And so this is all going to be backwards, I have a feeling, on Facebook Live. But every morning they have the opportunity to earn 4 points. 1 point for doing their morning work, which is making their bed, getting ready for school, cleaning up after themselves, clothes, toys, dishes, etc. Number 2, they have to practice piano or Spanish once a day, and they get a point for that. They have to finish their chores, and they have to read, and each kid has a different number of minutes that they have to read per day. And so they have an opportunity over Monday through Friday to earn 20 points, 4 points for 5 days a week. They still have to do their chores on the weekend, but they don't get paid for their chores on the weekend. So 18 to 20 points per week, they get their full allowance. 16 to 17 points, they have to memorize a quote or a poem to get their full allowance. And if they have 15 or below, they get $1 for every day that they have all 4 of their points. So a day is not lost, you know, if a week is not lost, you know, if they're sick or something and they don't do their chores, do you get paid if you're sick and you don't do your chores? Do you get points? Why not?
I don't know, you just told us.
If I go to work and I'm sick, do I get paid?
If you go to work, yes.
Oh, wait. If I'm sick and I don't go to work, do I get paid?
No.
Yeah. Because it's the real world. Welcome to the real world, children! So, bonuses. They have the opportunity to earn bonuses by helping others, getting compliments from other adults, doing extra chores when available, and babysitting if there's an opportunity for B to entertain Tootie. You haven't had a chance to entertain Tootie yet, but you probably could. So, house rules: be kind, keep hands to yourself, keep your room, locker, and table area clean, and follow directions when you are provided on the first try. And so they get point deductions for not following the rules. And it's pretty fun. So Saturday around here is payday. So Kaya, let me see, how many points did you earn this week?
8.
No, look here. How many points did you earn this week?
18.
So Kyan strategically gets all his points Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, he chooses to not read and to not practice. And so he gets the 18 points, gets his full allowance, and he is ready to go. Does that make sense? Does this make sense to everybody? It's brilliant. I find myself yelling less. Oh, look, we can give ourselves a face, Kyan. I find myself, it's changing. I find myself yelling less. And so here's they have a checkbook. I want to show you guys this. And it's going to be, I hope it's not backwards. It is backwards. But you can see, just read backwards. They get their allowance, and then some goes into savings, 40%. And so Kyan has racked up $22 since we've started. Oh, I like that one. Okay, stop it. $22 since we started, and just at the back of the check register, I have their savings. And Kyan has $116 in his savings account. So how does this work when they want to buy something? How does it work when you want to buy something?
You have to bring this.
You have to bring that to the store, and if they want some gum, then we just deduct the price of the gum from their check register, and we pay for it. So with allowance, you don't have to, with allowance, I had to remember to, have cash all the time, and then they wouldn't get paid, and then they wouldn't be motivated. And with the checkbook, there's a website where you can print out checks, and they can write you checks too, but we've just been using the check register and deducting from their check register. So, hang on, I see comments. So yeah, you can just deduct from the check register. And have you bought any, let me see, you wrote a check to me, you wrote a check to Dad. Blakely just bought a Google Home Mini. That's what she wanted. The cool thing is that Blakely, my 10-year-old, wanted Ugg boots, and I don't know if you've met Blakely, but she's very adventurous, and she ruins a lot of her belongings within, how many minutes? 10 minutes. She ruins belongings. So I said, I'm not buying you Ugg boots. And that's a want and that's not a need. So you can buy yourself Ugg boots. She had enough money, and she got online and she figured out how much they cost. And she was like, yeah, I think I'd rather have a Google Home Mini. And so she was able to make that decision with her money about, is this frickin' worth it? And at that time, it wasn't worth it for her. So this is working beautifully, especially with my 10 and my 8-year-old. With my 4-year-old, we're having to modify some things. I think this week we're going to give her some stickers, too, for every point that she earns every day. She needs a little more, external motivation. Money isn't as motivating for her as it is these guys. But it's been really cool. So, and I want to thank the 5th grade team at Tillman Elementary for starting this idea for me. And yeah, it's something you can play with. I've been talking to my clients a lot about it, who find themselves yelling in the morning and asking their kids to do something for her 70 times and losing their mind. If I'm losing my mind, I try not to beat myself up for it. I just make a note that, okay, something's got to change. Something has to change with the structure, something has to change with our routine, something in the system has to change. And my feelings are probably valid that I'm losing it a lot of times. Sometimes they're not. What else? There was one more thing I wanted to say. Do you remember? Remind me, Kaya.
I don't think there was.
No, maybe I'll remember it later. Oh well. There was something else that was cool. Sight words? Oh no. I don't know. Oh, the playlist. Okay, another thing that I've done recently to get the kids out of the house in the morning is that I created a playlist. And the playlist starts at 7, and I have created it so it's exactly long enough so when we have to get out the door at 8:25, the last song that plays is Hit the Quan! Hit the Quan! Because their school, Tillman, is on Quan. Is it Quan Road, Quan Drive, Quan Avenue? I don't know.
Quan.
So they've started to realize, like, oh, this song's playing, and I think that's the one before Hit the Quan. So I don't have to say, like, get your shoes on, get in the car, it's time to go, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Because the playlist magically is doing that for me. So what do you do when you hear Hit the Quan?
Just get my shoes on and go outside.
Yeah, because you know, if the Quan's over, I'm in the car and I'm backing out of the driveway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you like the playlist in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who plays it? Alexa! Don't say Alexa too loud. She hears you. Okay, guys. Those are some of my tips. Some of my tips for yelling less, losing your mind less, and raising less entitled children. Because awesome relationships just aren't about relationships with your husband. And I think this helps Dad and I be nicer,
Mm-hmm.
don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
That was a leading question, so you're supposed to say yes.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Moms, I have a mom's night out on February 8th with Kids Explore. I'll put the link below. I'll put the link to this blog below. We'll be talking about February 8th. I'll be talking about getting your mojo back, if that's even possible, with all these tiny people running around. And you know what mojo is, Sam? Good. We'll keep it that way. There will also be wine tasting, chocolate, jewelry. It should be a fun night. So that is all for now. Say bye, buddy.
bye.
The last time you appeared in one of my videos, you were 3 years old. Do you know that one? The one about peaches? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.